How is the weather in UK?
Which city in UK?
London?
In London, United Kingdom, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
How old is Barack Obama?
Barack Obama is 58 years old.
Hi and hello guys. So today I have got a very interesting project for you guys. This is a tutorial on how you can create your own smart display using Alexa device SDK and Alexa smart screen SDK. So I have put together a Git project page over here, and if you follow the instructions just step by step, there should be no difficulty in getting through the project successfully. Okay, so first step is to set up a security profile and create a product in your Alexa developer console or Amazon developer console. First, you need to create your own device and obtain the credentials in the Amazon developer console or the amazondeveloper.com website. So first head over to the developer.amazon.com web page. I will give this link in the description of this video, and then sign in using your account. So after this, click on Amazon Alexa and then choose build devices, and then go to products, Alexa voice service, and then head over to AVS console. Or directly you can reach this page, and again I will attach this link in the description of this video. You can close the previous web page, choose products, and now if you don't have a product created, choose add a new product. Give your product a name, my Alexa. So give a product ID over here. So this must be unique. You can give whatever you want, and over here choose device with Alexa built in. Choose no. From the product category, choose wireless speaker, hands-free, touch initiated, and far field. Please choose all the three. No, 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 and then choose next. You can either choose your existing security profile or create new one, and then give a description and then choose next. And now choose other devices and platforms and give a name whatever you want. Smart speaker Pi, and then choose generate ID, and now click on download to download your config dot, and then now choose finish. Choose OK. So now your product has appeared over here, and you can use this same credentials for multiple device registrations. If you take a look over here, I have got 7 registrations with one device and 3 with the other. So you can just use. So that is pretty much it. So that is all you need to do to create your device and obtain the credentials on the Amazon developer website. So now we'll start with the installation process of the assistant. Okay, so now that we have created our project and the security profile in the Amazon developer console, we can start working with the project. But before that, I would suggest you to increase the swap file size on the Raspberry Pi. So compiling the Alexa will take almost like 2 to 3 hours time, and that too with an reduced swap file size, it could take an eternity. So before proceeding any further, I would suggest you to increase your swap file size So let me show you as to how you can increase your swap file size. It's really easy and quick. Sudo deface swap file swap off. So we have turned the swap file off. Now we need to change the swap file size. So for that it will be sudo nano etc deface swap file. So this is the swap file configuration over here. So we need to set it to a larger size. So don't set it to such a larger size that it takes up your entire RAM. Set it to something reasonably high. So in my case, I will set it to 512. Control X, Y, exit. Now it will be sudo deface swap file on. And now at this point, I would suggest you to reboot for the changes to take effect. So now that we are done with all the preliminary basic steps, let us get started with the project. So first step is to clone the project. Do not worry about setting up the audio. We can deal with that in due course of the project setup. So the project is cloned. Next step is to make certain files executable. So this prep system script will install certain dependencies, and this will also prompt you to choose the audio setup that you would like to use with this project. So you need not go in search of the A sound and the A sound RC scripts. Everything is completely automated. So in between, if you are prompted for an yes or no, always give yes. Okay, so down the line, after the installation of the dependencies, you will be prompted to choose your audio setup. So choose your setup accordingly. Okay, so now that the audio installation process is through, you can reboot your Raspberry Pi for the changes to take effect. So the Pi has booted back, and now we need to check whether the asound RC and the asound.conf files match. So to do that, sudo nano dot forward slash dot asound RC. Okay, and then open a second terminal. In that, it should be sudo nano /etc /asound.conf. Just make sure that these two files match. Okay, so after this, we'll start with the actual installation of the assistant by itself. And I have given an auxiliary script which if you want you can use, or if you wish you need not. Actually this is used to test the audio performance of your audio setup. Actually you can check whether your microphone and speakers are working as it should be. So this is just an optional step, and even if you run the script and if the test fails, don't worry about that, just proceed further with the installation. So before running this voice installer, you need to have the configuration file that we just created on your Pi. So the configuration file must be transferred to the Pi. You can do it manually using a thumb drive. Okay, so you can use softwares like WinSCP or FileZilla to do that. So copy the config.json file into the Alexa directory along with the other files. So once that is done, copy the Alexa voice installer command and execute that. Type agree. So down the line you will be prompted for an yes to accept the sensory's terms and conditions. So until you get to that point, do not move away from the Pi, and or else you would be thinking the setup to be running and you would come back to see the setup stand still waiting for your input. Okay, so we have reached a point which I just mentioned earlier. So we need to accept the terms and conditions of sensory. So keep pressing enter until you reach the end of agreement or the end of terms. So now it is asking you for an yes or no. Type yes. Okay, so from this point, the installation will take care of its own. So at the end of the script, you should have the Alexa voice service or the Alexa device SDK up and running. So this process will take anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. So you can just come back after the duration to check back on the assistant installation process. So finally the installation is complete. It has taken quite a while, but never mind the time. So a couple of tests have not been run, and one test has failed. Never mind that. We have a second round of compilation to do when we install the screen SDK or the Alexa smart screen SDK. So never mind these errors, and now we'll proceed on to authenticate the Alexa. So for this we need to start the sample file. So as you can see here, the assistant has started without any issue whatsoever. Copy this URL to authenticate. Paste it in the browser and then copy the code. Paste the code and give continue. Now the registration is done, and you should get the authorized notification anytime now. Yes, we have got the authorized status. And now if you give any command to the Alexa, you will get the response from the speaker. We have a lot to do, so right now we'll not do the testing of this assistant. We'll just proceed further. And now the next step is to install the smart screen SDK using this script. So the installation process for the smart screen SDK is on, and again just like the device SDK, this will take quite a while. Not as long as the device SDK took, but a little while. So a word of caution at this point. Sometimes you might get stuck at this junction where it says found 0 vulnerabilities. So you might be stuck on the screen for a couple of minutes, but do not get deterred, or press Ctrl C or close the terminal. So the screen will eventually progress, or the installation will eventually progress. Do not panic and close down the terminal or exit the terminal. The installation is almost complete. It should just take a couple of minutes more. Okay, so the installation is complete. So upon the completion of the installation, you can start the assistant associated with the Smart Screen SDK using the script over here. So note the difference between the two scripts. The first one that we used for activating the assistant associated with the device SDK or just the Alexa voice service is the start sample.sh. For using the assistant associated with the smart screen SDK, the script is start sample assistant.sh. Note the difference. Please note this difference. So the assistant has started. Next, we need to open up the web browser. So you can do it manually or otherwise use the start screen script. Copy that and open a second terminal. Say if you are running it for the first time, you need to sudo chmod that. Sudo chmod plus x and then now run the screen service. So in order to interact the assistant, you need to place your mouse on the screen, press the A button on your keyboard and then make your query. So by default, Amazon asks you to either tap A on your keyboard or press and hold the A key on your keyboard to interact with the assistant. That is the default usage as per Amazon. So I've got a bit of surprise for the users. So instead of the keyboard based interaction, you can use your voice. So I have created my own Python script using based on Snowboy. So you can use that and interact with the assistant or wake the assistant by voice. Just copy this, open third terminal and paste that. So before you execute that, head over to the Snowboy folder and into the resources. I have provided two sets of wrappers, one for the users who are running the assistant on stretch and the second set for the users who are running the assistant on buster. So depending upon your operating system, copy these two files and place it in the Snowboy directory. And now you can execute this script. Alexa, how is the weather in London now? So as you can see, it is showing me the weather card for London. Alexa, who is Barack Obama? So as you can see now, it has given me or shown me a card of Barack Obama. So what we'll do is we'll quickly take a look as to how this looks on a larger screen.
How is the weather in UK?
Which city in UK?
London?
In London, United Kingdom, it's 53 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 43 degrees.
How old is Barack Obama?
Barack Obama is 58 years old.
How is the weather in Dublin?
Currently, in Dublin, Leinster, it's 49 degrees Fahrenheit with partly sunny skies. Today, you can expect clouds with a chance of showers, with a high of 56 degrees and a low of 39 degrees.
How is the weather in New York?
In New York, United States, it's 54 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for thunderstorms, with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 51 degrees.
Convert €1 to British pounds.
€1 is about 87 pence.
How is the corona situation in Ireland?
This might answer your question. According to Reuters, as of today, May 1st, 2020, Ireland has 20,612 cases confirmed of the novel coronavirus, 1,232 deaths and 9,233 recoveries.
Who is the President of the United States?
The President of the United States is Donald Trump.
So, as you can see guys, instead of tapping or pressing and holding onto the keyboard key, we can invoke using the wake word and interact with the assistant.